Bon. Bonsoir tout le monde.
Good evening, everyone.
Rebonsoir.
Good
Merci
evening
pour la bonne
again.
discussion.
Thanks for the great discussion.
On est maintenant en train de
Now we are
streamer, broadcaster.
with broadcasting, whatever the term is.
Premièrement, comme toujours,
First, as always, I would like to recognize gathering of the unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq people where their ancestors signed a peace and friendship with the British Crown in the 1700s.
Monsieur Greffier, on peut constater qu'on a le quorum.
Mr. Clerk, we do have quorum this evening.
Un membre du conseil, une membre
There's
du conseil
one council member, she's absent. And one is remote, so thank you for your time this evening. Conflict of interest. Any council members would like to declare a conflict of interest on the items on this evening's agenda? I didn't think so thank you.
Pour l'adoption de l'ordre du jour, il y a
the adoption of there's one item, 5.3, Bowbridge extension, so that's the one we're not doing.
Comme que le DG avait expliqué,
as our CEO explained, because just a quick verification for a line, we will not adopt it this evening. So I would need like a motion to adopt the agenda. With modification, without 5.3. Moved by Councillor Janice Cormier, second.
Councillor Harry McEnroy. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed, nay. Motion carried. Merci.
Thank you.
Numéro 5.1.
5.1. Skodok Industrial Purchasing and Leasing Agreement. So, Mr. CEO, so this evening we're asking the council to proceed to a resolution authorizing the administration and the mayor to sign like an agreement to purchase the Skodok Industrial Park.
Short and sweet.
Short and sweet.
Après des négociations avec la province.
After negotiation with the province.
Je sais que je voyais déjà plusieurs.
I know I see many. They would like to. Councillor Paul Boudreau.
J'ai besoin d'une motion sur la table. Tu voulais en faire la lecture?
Before we start the debate, I need some motion pledge. Whereas the administration, at the request of the municipal council, has negotiated an agreement with the province of New Brunswick to transfer the Skodok Industrial Park to Town of Shediac. Therefore, be it resolved that the municipal council authorize the administration of the town of Shediac to ratify the agreement and negotiate it with the province of New Brunswick. Be it further resolved that the mayor of the town of Shediac, as well as the clerk of the municipality, be authorized in the name and on behalf of the municipal council to sign the agreement with the province. Moved by Councillor Paul Boudreau, seconded by Councillor Bourg-Chavary. Questions on the motion?
Conseiller Roland Cormier.
Councillor Roland Cormier.
Monsieur le maire, je vais rester pas demander
pas la Spurs.
Pas de question. Lui, il était moi, j'étais indé au micro. So
I was turning off his mic, so it was cutting. Okay, so sorry.
Premièrement, je demanderais, Monsieur le maire, d'avoir...
I would ask Mr. Mayor to record a vote. Once you vote, please.
Okay. Deuxièmement, Monsieur le maire,
secondly, Mr. Ray, we had two in-camera meetings. We had one like over a year ago, and we had one this evening.
Moi, je trouve qu'on est pressé d'accepter.
I think we are rushing like in a rush to accept this resolution. I still have like some concerns for environment. I had mentioned also last year that I am concerned. I still have the same concerns because I represent the citizen of this area. So there is an agreement with the private landowner that there are toxic waste, not Catholic toxic, that are this waste is processed through the plant of the sewer plant for the industrial park. I wasn't sure that the citizens of Skodok will be sure that it will be done long term. And for this reason, I encourage the council members to go back to see the government trying to negotiate a better agreement. And I still maintain my position that we should, before we accept like this, adopt this resolution, to negotiate at least trying to negotiate a better agreement so to secure my concerns in terms of environment. And I'm also still asking the councillors to do so. And Mr. Mayor, I will certainly vote against because I'm not comfortable this evening to support this. But I still support like the acquisition of the industrial park, but not this evening. I think there's too many unanswered questions, and in my opinion, and I think that we should be more diligent than we were. And I'm not throwing like arrows to the employees because the employees had the mandate to negotiate the best of their ability, so they brought us a package. But I think we could have a better agreement, but it's a long-term agreement. So, Mr. Mayor, this is my concern.
Merci, Conseil Cormier. Autre question?
Other questions?
Commentaire?
Other comments?
Sinon, comme demandé,
Otherwise, as asked, we'll have a recorded vote,
main levée.
or raise your hands. It might be easier that way.
Donc, tous en faveur.
All those in favor, raise your hand, please.
Tous contre.
All those against.
Un contre. Conseiller
One
Cormier.
against. Councilor Roland Cormier.
Adopté. Merci.
Motion carried. Thank you very much.
Numéro 5.2.
Number 5.2, purchase of land, Brober's extension. Mr. CEO, thank you, Your Worship. Obviously, we have some plans to see the extension for the phase 2 of extension of the Brober's extension. This requires that we acquire some land for this construction of the road. We met all of the landowners. We've entered agreements with all of them. So we need separate agreements with each landowner to acquire the plots, and we presented the plan for acquiring them tonight during the in-camera session. But we'd ask the council to authorize us to proceed to purchasing the land as presented, also by granting us a bit of a margin. Let's say in the 11th hour, there'd be $1 here or there. We wouldn't have to come back to the council. I'll remind you that the amount budgeted for this year is the same amount that we're asking for the council's authorization tonight
Merci,
in terms of acquiring the land. Thank you, Mr. CAO. Madam Deputy Mayor, would you like to read it? Yes, thank you, Your Worship. Thank you, Mr. CAO. Land acquisition, Brobridge Street extension. Whereas to ensure the continuity of the Brobridge Street extension project as planned, the administration has negotiated property transfer agreements with citizens in this sector of the municipality. Therefore, be it resolved that the municipal council authorizes the administration of the town of Shediac to finalize the agreements as negotiated with the property owners without exceeding the budget amount of $500,000 for the total amount to ensure the transfer of a portion of the properties identified by the following PIDs: 00883546, Parcel A, 01068121, Parcel A, 01068162, Parcel A and X, 70149885, Parcel A, 70387600, Parcel A, 70392212, 70413869, Parcel A, 70413877, Parcel B, 70623574, Parcel A, 70627997, Parcel A. Be it further resolved that the mayor of the town of Shediac, as well as the clerk of the municipality, be authorized in the name and on behalf of the municipal council to sign the agreements with all parties involved in these transfers. I so move. Moved by Deputy Mayor Sylvie Colette-Boudreau, seconded by Councillor Emile O'Brien. Questions on this motion? I see no questions, so all in favor shall say aye. Motion carried. Contrary-minded, nay. Motion carried. Next item, English-speaking school, New Street. Mr. CEO, thank you, Your Worship. We would like to have a resolution tonight enabling staff to see to the hiring of an engineering firm, to see to the design of streets near the new school, as announced by the Department of Education in the provincial government earlier this year. Our recommendation is included in the resolution. Councillor Joël Després, would you like to read it? Yes, Your Worship. 5.3, Brobridge Street Extension, Phase 2. Therefore be it resolved to award the contract TS 25-2-23601 for the extension of Brobridge Street Phase 2 to East Coast Construction, Inc. in the amount of $7,704,336.82. No, it's not that one. That one wasn't updated. 5.4, Anglophone School, New Street. Be it resolved to award the engineering of a new street and access to Ohio Street to CBCL Limited at a value of $52,387.92 HST net included. The funds will come from account 1. The funds will come from account will come from account 1-28305, engineering for the following year. I so move. I second it.
Proposé par le conseil Joël
Moved
Després.
by Councillor Joël Després, seconded by Deputy Mayor Sylvie Collet-Boudreau.
Avec la phrase.
She helps with the phrasing.
Question, conseil
Question, Councillor Boudreau. Just a comment, actually. I know that I'm always pushing the envelope here. The last 3 motions that we've passed, 8 million for Brobridge, 8 million eventually for the school street. We're talking about the School Industrial Park and capital projects that will lead to costs. So for the 5-year plan, it worries me. These are all important things. I support all of these initiatives, and I fully support them. For us to prepare eventually where we're heading in 2, 3, 4, 5 years, when we tell residents we're doing Hamilton Street, I think the 5-year plan is so important. When will we have details? Yes, we're advancing on files. I agree with you, Mr. Councillor Boudreau. I would say that the Brobridge project is obviously a project that the council identified in the budget process in 2026. But the 5-year plan, right now, we're developing it. As we specified to you, it's a tool. It would be an important tool when the council will take the next budget decisions for 2026. And beyond. That tool will be available to you. We're working with the consultant internally as well. We would like to present that to you at the end of summer, start of fall. That's the timeline that we're working with. Obviously, I would like to have an answer for you right away, but the delays that we've given ourselves with the consultant, we want to make sure that things are done properly with recommendations, with all the various reports we need, but that will feed into the future discussions, the budget decisions that the council will have that information. Will that include the big project that we're always talking about? Yes, absolutely. Great. Thank you. That's just my comment. And I can tell you specifically for the Brobridge project, we did an application to the Loans Commission and it was approved last week. I'm not questioning the project that we just approved. I think you want to see the figures ahead. We always had, in the council, we had a file, if we put a new project for $8 million, it's very important. There's a school coming, there's jobs, tell citizens, that street, XYZ, we'll put it on the back burner for a year or two. But right now, absolutely, we're on the same page, Mr. Councillor. Honestly, it's as I presented it to you the last budget process. We were not, didn't have confidence at level of staff that the existing document was still valid. We wanted to take the time to develop a tool that will be useful and necessary for future decision making with all the various circumstances taken into consideration. That was not the case when we looked at the documents that we had before us. Councillor Janice Cormier, thank you, Your Worship. Just something else for the 5-year plan. As you're preparing it, will there be a moment, some work where the council will sit down with you to discuss what, well, not what we want to see, but maybe what's planned? What is planned? Yeah, to see if we go faster. Lots of requests from citizens. They've been waiting on this for many years. Will there be a working period before we adopt, or that we look at it closer to make sure that we assure that there's time to document? The document belongs to the council. It doesn't belong to staff. We will certainly prepare things. We'll make recommendations based on different criteria that we've assessed, services, the importance of the quality of the asset. That document, it belongs to the council, not to staff. We will make recommendations, but if the council wants to see another project has become a priority over top of another, that's up to the council, and we will accommodate those decisions. We just want the opportunity to present the full picture of what is important and why we did it in that way. But if you choose to adjust it, that's up to the council. Thank you. I went a bit beyond the question for those 2 questions, but so it's not quite a 5-year plan. We're talking about the street for an English-speaking school. It's not quite the 5-year plan. So that being said, all those in favor shall say aye. Contrary-minded, nay. Motion carried. Thank you. 5.4, nominations, interim treasurer. The next 2 items on the agenda with the departure of our treasurer. This is so that we're in compliance with the Local Government Act. We need to name an interim person for this position, to ensure that we still meet the obligations of the Local Government Act, and I'll take the opportunity to confirm the bank signatories. We've already had the discussions, but we just need to make it official so that the bank has the documentation. Thank you, Mr. CEO. Councillor O'Brien, would you like to read it? Yes, thank you. Nomination of an interim treasurer. Whereas under the Local Government Act, Section 71(1), the council of every local government appoints a clerk, a treasurer, and an auditor. Whereas under the Local Government Act, Section 71(3), a person may be appointed to more than one position. Whereas under the Local Governance Act, Section 73, any council is authorized to appoint a civil servant or to designate a substitute in the event of absence or by reason of a vacancy in the position. Therefore, be it resolved that the CAO of the town, Mr. Yves M. Leger, act as acting treasurer. I so move. Moved by Councillor Emile O'Brien, seconded by Councillor McElroy.
All those in favor say aye.
All those in favor say aye.
Motion carried. Merci. Numéro 5.5, Monsieur le DG.
So 5.5, Mr. CEO already explained what's there. Is there anyone who would like to read it? Councillor Patricia Brooke-Chevalier. Thank you. Banking motion, spring 2025. Whereas the Shediac Municipal Council must designate the persons having the authority to sign checks and other banking documents in the name and on behalf of the town of Shediac. Therefore, be it resolved that Mayor Roger Casey, Deputy Mayor Sylvie Colette-Boudreau, CAO Yves M. Legere, and Assistant to the Director of Finance, Lise Cormier, be authorized to sign checks and other banking documents in the name and on behalf of the town of Shediac. Be it also resolved that all previous nominations be hereby repealed. I so move, Your Worship. Moved by Councillor Patricia Brooke-Chevalier, seconded by Councillor Paul Boudreau. All those in favor shall say aye. Contrary-minded, nay. Motion carried. Next item, adjournment. Councillor Joël Després asks that for adjournment, and I will note that next one is Monday, May 5th.